The Milwaukee VA is hosting its annual Memorial Day ceremony tomorrow morning at Wood National Cemetery, one of two national veteran cemeteries in Wisconsin. A service will also take place in the tiny community of King, home to Wisconsin's first veteran cemetery operated by the Wisconsin Department of Veterans Affairs. In our Sunday morning spotlight, Stephanie Rodriguez shares its history, commitment to veterans, and the gratitude its caretakers feel knowing they're helping those who fought for our freedom.
Bill Kukan has spent 10 years keeping Central Wisconsin Veterans Memorial Cemetery pristine.
It's nice for me because I'm a veteran myself. It kind of gave me more of an appreciation, sort of, for what I did, too.
The ground supervisor and his team tend to the 136-year-old cemetery in Waupaca County.
You go in and you come out and it's like, oh, I served my time, and you kind of lose touch with that. But then getting back with these veterans, it's like they really sacrificed a lot, you know.
That began all those years ago with a man who fought in a war that shaped the country.
Yeah, so right here we have our first historical burial. His name was Isaac Baker. He was buried in June 17th, 1888. He's a Civil War veteran, and he was in the 5th Wisconsin Infantry of the Union Army.
Cemetery Director Andrew Whitman says being able to work where history was made is humbling.
June 17th, 1888, he passed away that day and was buried the same day, and that was the beginning of the Central Wisconsin Veterans Memorial Cemetery.
With almost 600 Civil War veterans and thousands of others, the Veterans Cemetery, the oldest in the state of Wisconsin, is a place to honor their memory while giving families the goodbye they deserve. A task close to Whitman's heart.
My grandparents are buried here as well. It's their final chance to say goodbye to a loved one. And for me to kind of have gone through that, it really helps me understand that.
People from all over come visit to take in the history etched on each tombstone, like that of Theodore Golden, the only Medal of Honor winner buried here. He's one of just over 3,500 to have been bestowed the military's highest award of valor.
He earned his Medal of Honor by being part of a group of individuals who, under Indian fire, went out, got water, and brought it back to some wounded soldiers.
And there's another special veteran here.
Brownie here is our most visited marker in the cemetery. He is the only dog buried in a state veterans cemetery.
In 1943, Brownie the canine was sent overseas to fight in World War II. After serving his country and losing an eye, he was honorably discharged. He retired back in King, Wisconsin, becoming a beloved friend to all.
Then in 1949, unfortunately, he passed and was brought over here and buried with full honors.
But no matter their story, every veteran here is important. And each year, they have their shining moment, Memorial Day.
You're talking about all these people that are buried here, just remembering them each year, the sacrifices that they made, the honor that they've given to our country.
With people like Whitman at the helm, there's still a lot of history to make.
This is my way, I always say, to give back to the veterans and their families, and just to see how important it is to the families that their loved one was a veteran, and just seeing what they went through and hearing the stories.
And he says they're always honored, thanked, and welcome at the cemetery.
We have a place here for veterans to be buried, and we'll continue to have a place here for a long time to come.